This is my site. Do you see this blog page? I created it in just 5 minutes. It may look a little basic, but you can create stunning post grids like this and this with a free plugin that we will use today. Building a post grid or list with this plugin is super simple. Just install it, import a template, tweak it a little, and bang, your page is ready. And yes, you guessed it right, I'm going to cover everything from creating a post grid from scratch to customizing an imported template. The best part, if you make any changes to your blogs or post in the back end, those updates will instantly reflect on the front end as well. There is so much potential here, so let's not waste any time and dive right in. The first step is to install and activate the PostGrid plugin from the repository. Once it's activated, head to its dashboard, which you'll find in the left sidebar like this. Next, go to the settings and enable Elementor from the drop-down menu, since we'll be building everything there. The free version includes a variety of features, but if you upgrade to Pro, you'll unlock extras like a preloader, pagination, icons, and more. In the next tab, you'll see field options that can be integrated into posts. Take a moment to explore each one and enable the features that you want. They're pretty straightforward, so I won't go into the detail. Once you've made your selections, scroll down and click the Save button to apply your changes. Great! Now let's start creating blogs and posts using this plugin.
But before that, whenever I do some design work for my clients, I make sure to add this free plugin called Airlift because, okay, let me actually show you this. So that's my site speed before and that's after. It does a lot of optimizations automatically and keeps things fast. So you should definitely try this and I'll leave the link in the description below.
Alright, let's get started. Go to Posts, click Add New, enter a title, I'll add something for now, and then click Edit with Elementor. On the left sidebar, you'll notice some new widgets that you can use. But if you want to save some time, just import a template by clicking on this new icon, which opens a window where you can browse multiple templates. From there, you can filter categories on the left based on your business type and use the top tab to view free templates. The designs are surprisingly good, pretty aesthetic and well structured. These are full page templates, so let's quickly explore them. Here is one with more visual content which I like. Another one leans towards a grid design with evenly sized sections. The last one feels like a mix of both the designs. Now let's check out individual sections. Go to the top left and click this option to see sections. They're quite nice too. Alright, let me show you two ways to create post and blog pages. First, we'll use widgets to build post and blog grids or lists, and then we'll explore how to import a free template and customize it. Keep in mind, this isn't a design guide. We're focusing on exploring templates and widgets to see what the plugin has to offer. Also, a quick heads up, you can't change the actual content of posts or blogs after importing a template. You can only customize things like layout, fonts, and sizing. To edit the blog content itself, you'll need to do that from the WordPress dashboard. I'm sure you already know that, sorry for the reminder. Let's start with the grid layout. Add a new container with a 2-column structure, then drag this widget to the left column. Here's how it looks. It's clean, has a nice image grow effect, and feels pretty standard. Next, let's check out the list layout. Drag this widget in, and bam, it's all pre-built and ready to go. Now let's explore another widget. Add another container, again with 2 columns, and make it full width. Drag in the third widget, which has a really cool overlay hover effect. By default, the image just displays the title, but when you hover over it, you get a full width overlay with a detailed description. Achieving effects like this normally takes a lot of time and effort, but this plugin makes it so easy, it's a real time saver. Oh, and I almost forgot. If you select the container and go to the top left, you can change the layouts there too. You get 3 free layout options while the advanced ones are part of the paid version. Let's also check out the layout options for the list widget. That looks impressive. Well, that pretty much wraps up the widget section. Just experiment with these widgets, arrange them however you like and go crazy with it. Whether you're creating grids, lists, or exploring hover effects, there's plenty to work with. Alright, now for the fun part, importing a free template and customizing it. Let's start by clicking the post grid icon again and selecting a template. This looks good, so I'll click import. Before we start customizing, it's a good idea to convert the entire page into containers for better structure and flexibility. To do that, go to the left sidebar and click convert under layout. First, let's tweak the hero section. To change the image, just click on it, head to the style tab and pick a new image from here. The text is blending into the background, so let's add a background overlay. Go to the background type, select black, and then reduce the opacity until it's balanced. Now let's look at some other customizations. Select the heading and go to the settings tab. Here you'll find toggles to show or hide elements like the title, description, and more. For a cleaner look, I'll remove one block from this section. Next, select the blog list and check out its settings. You can adjust the layout from here, just like we saw in the widget section. Below that, you can change the number of columns for the grid. In the query section, you can increase or decrease the number of posts displayed by adjusting the limit. To show you how this works, I'll change the number of columns. The list is now a grid. Let's give this block a proper title. Select it, go to the settings tab and toggle title on. Now go to the section title and add your custom text. For SEO purposes, head to the metadata section and fill in the relevant details. Go to the style tab and select white from the color options. You can also adjust the font, weight and spacing here, so feel free to play around with it. Now, if you want to delete any unwanted sections, it's simple. Just select the section and delete it. And if you want to customize a specific container, just select it and make your changes from the left sidebar. It's super intuitive. Alright, let's move on to the advanced customizations. Want to tweak the width and the height of a grid? You can do that in Advanced tab. For example, I'll select the social buttons and add some padding here to adjust their placement. What if you want to highlight specific posts in a certain category? No problem, select the block grid, go to the query section and scroll down to the advanced filters. Click the plus button and add the category that you want. This way you can create multiple grids and apply different filters to each one. Perfect for showcasing specific content. If you want to learn more about adding filters to your blogs and posts, then check out my videos in the description. One last feature to check out is pagination. If you want to add pagination to the bottom of your page, go to the Content tab, find Pagination, and toggle it on. To control how many blogs display per page, go to the Query section, scroll to Display per page, and set your desired number. Let's preview the page now. Everything looks great. Let me quickly check the pagination. And yes, it works perfectly. And there you have it. Whether you're tweaking layouts, customizing individual elements, or adding advanced filters, this plugin makes it super easy to create stunning blog pages. Go ahead and explore its features and you'll be amazed at how much time it saves. Click here if you want to 3x your site speed in just 1 minute. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Click here and I'll see you there.